That which is cosmic awareness is available for a closing message. And in this closing message, this awareness would say to you that you have been taken on a journey today. But you are on a journey each and every day. And that while it is so that some days are better than other days, that in actuality all days have contained within them that essence of Source. And that, as the meditation showed today, that you can access Source. And you can remember that which is the guidance within you, the light that shines so brightly within. As this is the season of the Christmas, the Christ Mass, the light of the divine, this awareness would say to you all, remember that at that time and at that moment of the greatest darkness, that is when the light returns. This was a truth known and understood by the ancient ones, and many understood and celebrated the return of the light at the darkest time of the year. Indeed, the ancient ones had edifices and temples and structures raised for this purpose. There is that structure that is known as New Grange in the Republic of Ireland. And that in New Grange, at that moment of the sun rising at the time of the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere in Ireland, that the light of the sun went down a tunnel into the center of a huge mound and completely illuminated it. This represented the spark of the Divine Father impregnating the Divine Mother, Earth herself, and that the life force from that moment of conception spread throughout the land and beyond. That as you understand this cosmic universal truth, that it would help you perhaps understand that even in the times of darkness, even in those times of pain and suffering, the divine shines forth and can enter into you and spark within you the growth of the divine child and the divine spirit within you. As you are that child, you will remember that the trust and innocence of the child that you see in your own children is that which is sacred to the divine itself. That is the promise of Source, as it is always, that it is there for you. A child intuitively remembers and knows this, but it is forgotten as that child is conditioned and raised into the belief structures of a culture and a society. But as you remember the trust and innocence of your child, of you the child, and you hold it to be so in your life, it will support you and guide you. It will create magic in your life and miracles in your life. A child does not believe in magic, for it is the naturalness of the child to believe in this fat, jolly man who comes down a chimney to give gifts. Indeed, remember the disappointment that you may have had when it was finally revealed to you as a child that there was no such thing. This was an illusion, a lie, a deceit. Part of you died as the child who was moved into the more adult and mature expression of a human, to forget such childhood nonsense. But it is not nonsense. There is indeed a wondrous man who can come down chimneys and deliver gifts, for he is imagined and held in the psyche of humanity itself. Magic is possible. Magic is the way. If you understand magic to be the expression of the divine source that is allowed to express itself in your lives and manifest in your lives. It is certainly tied into a whole belief structure of what is believed or not believed, what is brought to you in the beliefs of the culture and the society you live in, because it is that which fits that society, that culture, that which has been manipulated by certain ones who have power and control, or have had power and control for so long, too long. And this is changing. And as you understand, this is changing, and the darkness is being breached, and the darkness is being brought into the light, then those who have served the darkness will have dilemma, for they will have to face the light or depart. And that it is that which is seen by this awareness, that this is exactly what is occurring now. The light is coming, and the darkness is breached, and that those who would try to serve the dark ones can no longer continue this in the light of day, in the light of source, and in the light of spirit. As you are part of that source and part of the spirit, understand that you are an anchor in this place, in this space, at this time. That you are a conduit of this divine light, this unconditional love of source. And that as an anchor, it is brought into you, through you, and into your environment. You are that which holds in place the divine promise. Know this, and know that it expresses itself first and foremost in you personally. Be open to receive, for this is the gift that does indeed keep on giving. And it is the gift that you deserve, for you are the expression of the divine source, having this experience, knowing it has chosen it on purpose and by design, that you are part of the great unfolding of source at this time. And that even though it does seem to be moving ahead so slowly, it is, in the view of this awareness, an event that is accelerating day by day by day. Hold it, know it, be it. And even though you may find the challenges there, and the aches and the pains of the body are there, let this sweep through you. Know that this too shall pass. It is part of the resistance that is being burnt away, that is being brought out to be released at this time. Know that as you step through this, others will see that this is something of great importance, and they may not understand what is happening to you, but they will see that you are different, and they will come to you, so they can be guided to help them move through these troubled times, these interesting times. And know that this too is part of your purpose, if you wish it to be so. And if you do not, then that is all right as well. But what this awareness will leave you with today is that you are in the darkness, but the light is shining ahead. The dawn is approaching, and it is of your choice to step into the light now and to know the truth of the essence of the divine that radiates in you and through you. It is time now to remember this as the deepest truth of your being, and a truth that shall set you free. This awareness wishes one and all a very merry, happy, joyous, loving Christmas. To know that it is the celebration of the solstice that is happening. It is the promise of the divine as it returns back at the darkest time of the northern hemisphere, back to bring the light. No, this is always the present and the gift of the divine within you, for you, and to you. Merry Christmas, one and all. that this completes today's session with this awareness. That it is done, it is complete, and it is so.